Hey guys, welcome to another video of cooking in bathing suits. What's up? My name's Marisa Anthony and I'm coming at you from Seattle, Washington. It's raining outside. I just took a walk. It's in the morning and it's a beautiful day. I took my umbrella, I walked around, and it's like a rainforest out there. So anyways, I wanted to teach you a little bit about cooking with gluten-free pancakes, and I also have some hibiscus tea that I'm making right now. So let me show you what's going on. I just have some hot water boiling. I have a couple of hibiscus flowers in there that I actually got from Tulum, Mexico, when I was there like 2 weeks ago. So you can buy these at Mexican markets. I always grab a bag if I'm traveling, honestly. It's like $2. All these are dried hibiscus flowers. I don't know if they're organic, so I'm hoping they aren't sprayed with pesticides, but I mean, it was from a local farmer, so I'm hoping it's a little bit, better. But anyways, the good thing about these hibiscus flowers is that they're highly pigmented. So when things have a lot of pigment, it means that they are anti-cancer and they neutralize free radicals like carcinogens, like smoke, bad air. I've talked about it before, but here you can look at these flowers. They're kind of dry. I usually do a handful about this in some hot water. I boil it and then I just pour it right into my jar with some honey. And there we go. There's my morning tea. It's my giant jar of tea that I drink every morning. I do tea 3 times a day. I do these giant jars. I've talked about it before. You can use sugar or honey or anything to sweeten it so it tastes good. But, like I said before, it's flushing out your system in the morning. It cleans all your organs, and it's better than waking up and slamming like a huge, hammerhead coffee or something like that. So anyways, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was gluten-free pancakes. Today, I'm going to make some pancakes with almond flour. This is about 1/2 cup. We have some golden flax seeds. That's about, a couple of tablespoons. I have chickpea flour, 1/4 cup. And then I'm gonna do some cassava flour, and I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of that. This makes tapioca, so it's kind of like chewy. It really helps the pancakes stick together. And the reason why gluten-free is important, because the gluten molecule looks like the thyroid molecule in our body. It also looks like the molecule that's in dairy. So if your body is sensitive to gluten, it's going to attack anything that looks like the gluten molecule. So it attack your thyroid. It causes inflammation, which means that your body is puffy and red and bleeding. Sometimes it's bleeding on the inside. If you ever have blood, if you're ever throwing up after you eat and you have blood in your throw up, or you go to the bathroom and, there's blood when you're, passing things through, that means that you have some sort of sensitivity that's going on in your intestines, and you need to take precaution about that. It's all preventable. It's not just happening because of your genetics. It's because of the food that you're eating. So these pancakes are anti-inflammatory. They'll run straight through your system. They decrease inflammation. And the flax seeds, these little guys right here, are really good for you because they actually help repair brain tissue. The nerves that are in your brain have their own little skin around each nerve. These omega, I think they're either 3s or 6s or whatever, but the proteins in the flax seeds help rebuild that. So it actually makes you think faster. So you become smarter when you're eating flax seeds. So, it rebuilds your brain tissue. So let me just put this into the bowl and I'll tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing. So I have a little bit of sugar in here, just a touch. You don't want it to burn while the pancakes are cooking. So I'm going to pour the almond flour in here, 1/2 cup. I'm going to pour the chickpea flour in here. Those are made out of garbanzo beans. It's ground up and it's super high in protein, so it's really good for you. Anti-inflammatory. Sometimes it makes your stomach feel a little bit bubbly, so you got to watch for that. But it's a better alternative to gluten. We have our flax seeds, which is about 2 tablespoons. Dump that in. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of the cassava flour. And just dig that out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of throw it in there. I like to put a little bit of cinnamon in there for flavor, a little dash, big dash. We got some salt. Put a little bit of salt in there just to give it a little bit of flavor. I've said before that I cook with salt and sugar. It's not necessarily the salt and sugar that's bad. It's everything around it. If you're eating processed food, you're only getting salt and sugar. But if you're adding all these different nutrients to it and you're adding sugar and salt just for a little bit of flavor, it's not that big of a deal. You know, I've said before, you need salt to live. They help your muscle contractions, and you need sugar to live because that's what helps your brain process thoughts. You need glucose. So, and everyone has their own diet that works for them. Some people do keto, which I don't think has any sugar in it, and that works for them. That's totally cool. You know, you don't have to do this. It doesn't, you know, but you can try it and see if it works for you. It works for me. You know, my body feels healthy, and that's one thing about determining whether you're healthy or not is if you're in pain. If you're not feeling any pain, that means you're healthy. You know what I mean? So I'm not feeling any pain right now. I went for a walk. I'm drinking my tea. I'm eating some good, healthy food, and I feel good. My body doesn't feel like I have any pain, so that means I'm healthy. So the next thing we're gonna do is just pour a little bit of filtered water into our pancake mix. Oh shoot! Hang on for a second. Sorry, the lid wasn't on that. My bad. Anyways, okay. I don't measure it. It's probably about, I don't know, probably about 3/4 of a cup water. But you're looking for consistency. I've said this before in my videos. I don't measure that much. I'm just looking for like a pancake consistency. I'm sure everyone's made waffles before, pancakes. You're looking for something that's, you know, a little bit thick, but a little bit runny, so it'll spread out. I'm gonna add just a little bit more water. And this is filtered water. I don't really like things in plastic, but at least it's filtered. And it's not like sitting in the plastic for days. So, all right, so let's check this out. I'm gonna zoom in on it a little bit. Okay, I think that's a good consistency. You know, it's a little chunky. It's not exactly the same as like a gluten pancake, but it has, you know, that nice, you know, thing. Anyways, so my pan's heating up. It's getting pretty hot, so these pancakes might, I don't know, burn for a second because I've been filming. But anyways, put some coconut oil in there. Here's my pan. I'm gonna take that same 1/4 of a cup measuring cup right here. We're just gonna grab it and boom, there we go. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. Kind of like frying these puppies up. We're gonna fry them up, you know, but it's okay. It's good oil. It's coconut oil. And, you know, like I said, this pan's a little hot, so these might get a little bit like extra toasty, but that's because I'm making the video and I wasn't paying attention. But all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these cook for just a little bit. You're looking for, you know that it's time to flip them when they start becoming a little bit, I don't know, not as shiny, I guess, you know, so you can tell that they're starting to cook through. So I'm just gonna let these cook for just a minute, and I'll be right back when I decide to flip them, okay? It'll be about, you know, 2 minutes on each side. All right, guys, I'm back. So it's only been like a couple seconds. So like turn that off, I turn it right back on. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them. I'm gonna move the oil a little bit around so they, you know, soak it all up. So yeah, so these are like super high in calorie. They're high in calorie, they're high in healthy fats and healthy oils, but this is all going to repair your skin. It's giving your cells the building blocks to heal itself. You know, if you were trying to build a house and you didn't have bricks, you know, the house would probably, you know, I don't know, not come together as well. So for our cells, we need all those different building blocks that we get from nutrition so they can repair everything in our body. If we're just eating Doritos, we're missing out on nutrients. So the pancakes are looking pretty good. They're getting a little crispy. They're a little, you know, they're a little bit You know, one of the edges is a little bit burnt, but whatever, it'll be fine. So yeah, just kind of let those sit for a minute, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them on a plate with some honey, and then we're good to go. We have some super rad breakfast, and it's healthy. It's not bread. It looks like bread. It tastes like bread, but it's filled with all these healthy ingredients with tons of nutrients. So that's what we want. We want meals that are gonna be filled with tons of vitamins and, you know, so we can help keep ourselves strong. So let me take a sip of this hibiscus tea. While we're waiting for the pancakes to finish, one more note on this hibiscus tea is that if anybody suffers from urinary tract infections, this tea is highly pigmented, and when you drink it and it goes into your stomach, it goes into your bloodstream and gets kind of like circulated out of your body, it actually coats your urethra, which is like your urinary tube kind of down there. Anyways, it coats it and it prevents bacteria from like kind of climbing up that tube, and that's what a urinary tract infection is. It's when there's bacteria that kind of gets up there on accident, and you usually have to take antibiotics, which that helps to kill it off too. But you can also help prevent it by drinking this tea about once a week. I mean, it's pretty strong. If you drink too much, it'll irritate you. So you need to drink it only about once a week. This is strong. Plants are really strong and they heal. So let's look at these pancakes. Look like they're cooked on both sides. Just gonna stack them up. Get over here, little buddies. All right, put them on the plate. And then I'm just gonna put some honey on there. I'm gonna put a big scoop in between each pancake, and I'm just gonna go to town and have a nice little breakfast. So, you know, I have some fruit on the side. I have some apples right here. We always wanna keep some fruit going on. And a little bit of honey, and we're ready to go. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, I don't know, I'll put my email down at the bottom of the notes or something like that, so you can ask me some questions on what's going on. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this, and these are great pancakes. You can eat these every day, whatever you want. You can eat as many of these as you want. Seriously, that's one of the things with my nutrition, is that I eat until I am stuffed. But this is, you're filling yourself with excellent nutrients. Your body wants this. Your body wants to be full on this stuff. So you can eat as many of these as you want. Go to town. Anyways, have an excellent day. This is Cooking in Bathing Suits. Ow! With Marisa Anthony, coming at you from Seattle, Washington. It's super rainy, but it's beautiful. So have a great day, and I will see you soon. All right, bye.